Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so before we get to this top of the blogs, I just need to de-stress for a minute. I just got out of my meeting. You guys know on Thursdays, I meet on Thursdays, and when I'm telling you, those meetings, they just take every little bit of life. It takes so much energy out of me, you guys. They be making me think so hard. I be thinking way too hard. It's just it's just so much. This ain't got nothing to do with top of the blogs or nothing, but basically what I'm doing in this meeting is the county that I work for is trying to change from they want to become an outcome-based budget type of structure. Okay, so which makes sense. Okay, you should link your outcomes to the money that comes in. Okay, if you're getting paid something, if your department is getting paid something, getting money for something, then that money should be going towards something that's going to show results. Okay, so basically we're trying to change over to this outcome-based budget thing, and I'm on this committee, and you guys, I am not management, so I have been tasked with the job of trying to decide where money goes, best in my office when I'm not a person that makes that decision. So that's why it is so stressful for me, because I honestly, I just shouldn't be doing it. It's fine, they put me in the meeting and I'm doing it or whatever, but I'm telling you, when I tell you they require me to think so hard, the shit is just a whole lot. Today was supposed to be the last meeting. Okay, so I get up in the meeting, and how about they come telling us we got to meet 2 more times? And I was just like, oh no. You know how when you get that burn behind the back of your nose, it's a signal that a tear is fixing to come? I thought for sure that a tear was it was right there, you guys. It was in the corner, and I was like, Roxanne, don't you start crying in this meeting. Lord, no, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. They even had the nerve to send out a meeting request saying that we got to meet all the way up to December 26th, which is my birthday, by the way. December 26th, you guys make sure you make note of that. December 26th is my 43rd birthday. But anyway, getting off subject, I was just like, I can't do this till December 26th. I'm telling you, the mind had already shut off. Today was the shut off valve. Today was it. So I was just like, when they told us that it was 2 more meetings, I was just like, now why is it that we got to come up in this bitch 2 more times? I am just through. So this top of the blogs is gonna be, y'all, it's just, we ain't doing no reality talks because I haven't really done much not too much reality show watching this week. Y'all just bear with me. We gonna get through this. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to talk about the whole lesbo comment, because that actually got quite a few reactions on my last video. I have said lesbo quite a few times in my videos, and while I didn't think that it was as offensive as like carpet muncher and dyke and things like that, okay, lesbo, I didn't really think about how offensive it could be to some people. And then I started thinking, I do have a lot of, my audience is mostly female. I think 85% of you guys are women that watches my videos, and I do have some gay friends. Isn't that funny when people say that? Oh yeah, all my friends are black. But I do have some gay friends, and a lot of you guys on YouTube who I don't know, but I do consider you guys some of my virtual friends. Casey and Ashley, I know Miss Kai and Pink Dolphins, and it's a lot of you guys who I do know are lesbians. So what I have decided is I will not say lesbo no more, because I cannot afford to be offending people. And I really, if I were to sit down and talk to you guys in person, I wouldn't want to offend you in person. So yeah, it's just a conscientious decision that I've made on my own, that I won't say lesbo no more. It's just so much lesbian shit going on. It's just, I think that when I say lesbo, I'm trying to justify and tell y'all why I was saying it, but I think sometimes when I think lesbo, I kind of feel like it's the girls that are not necessarily that serious about, they're not true lesbians. That ain't really, that don't make it better. But anyway, I'm just not gonna say it no more. Okay, so letting y'all know, for those who I might have offended, it's fine. I won't do it anymore. And that's it. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to address that as well. But anyway, y'all, let's get to this gossip. I don't even really know what I'm talking about. We just gonna roll with the punches. I guess what I could talk about first is George Zimmerman has found himself in even more trouble. This week, Mr. George Zimmerman has pointed a shotgun at his girlfriend. I guess they was having a domestic dispute in the house. The girlfriend called the police and George was actively in her house at the time that she called the police. She was letting them know that, you know, she wanted them to come and get him. He had pointed the shotgun at her, and she was just like, oh, you're gonna point the gun at me? You're pointing at the gun at me? You need to get out of my house. You broke my table. You broke my glass table. Don't push me out of my own house. You cannot put me out of my own house. So I guess old George was about it, okay? He had his gun on her, and he was putting her out of her house. Obviously, he didn't shoot her, and then by the time the police got there, I think that he had then locked himself in a room somewhere, and you know, they had to do a little bit of, you know, small time negotiation and got him out of there, whatever. But the bottom line is, you know, George Zimmerman is on a very short fuse, okay? Something is going to give with that man. We already knew that once he was found not guilty for what I still will view, nobody will ever change my mind, that he just outright killed that kid. Yeah, I understand the circumstances and how it got out of control and everything, but somebody died as a result of him shooting them. So I just kind of feel like he got away kind of scot clean, you know, got away with murder. I just kind of feel like, you know, this is the result of all of that. You know, he is such a like public enemy number one. So many people do not like him. His life is just never going to be one of comfort. He's never going to be happy in his life, I don't think, anyway. I think he's going to be in his own private hell and his own private jail, even if he never physically makes it into a jail cell. I kind of think that George Zimmerman is sort of like the white folks O.J. Simpson, okay? It's just like no matter what he does, he just gonna always be kind of in trouble, and people are always going to be kind of prejudging him beforehand, which is good, okay? Because, you know, if you didn't get to pay for the crime, then now you're just going to have to pay in a different way. So, you know, I just feel like he's just tormented, and I would not be surprised if something happened to George Zimmerman. I'm not asking, and I'm not wishing nothing like that would happen to him. I'm not saying I want the man to get killed or die or nothing and kill himself, but I just have a feeling that the fuse is getting shorter and shorter on George Zimmerman. I don't even know what's come of it since he got arrested. I don't know if he's out on bail or anything, but yeah, George Zimmerman, boy, he is out of control. Out of control. Boy Rob Ford in Toronto, he is in the news again. Of course, I wish that I wanted to really make a video about it like right after I heard about it, because I actually heard about it last Friday after I had already did my top of the blogs last week. But anyway, you guys, Mr. Rob Ford has become the comedy relief of the Toronto politicians. I know if you guys are in Toronto, y'all probably don't think this shit is all that funny, but you know, when you're actually sitting there and watching them on TV, you know, it done got to the point where I'm just waiting for him to say some shit. Okay? His last thing about him not eating the pussy of whoever the woman was, and that he got more than enough to eat at home, was like, I don't think I've ever seen no shit like that on TV in my life. I just think that this man is so, you know, if I was just thinking about him as a non-politician, yes, he is quite funny and somebody that I know we can always count on some shit to come out that's real, not politically correct. However, we're thinking about the grand scheme of things and the, you know, what he is responsible for, and, you know, what he is being accused of doing, what he has admitted to doing, and whether or not he's an addict or not. You know, we just cannot be having people running running our government all out of pocket and out of control like Mr. Rob Ford is now. Do I think the man is probably getting pushed to his limit? Yes, I do think that maybe all the scrutiny, he cannot, you know, he can't take it anymore. They are really cracking down on Rob. They done took, I think, most of his budget away. I think they said like 60% of his budget away, so he really doesn't have any power anymore. They allowed his staff to move to the lieutenant mayor, the lieutenant governor, whoever it was, they let his staff move away, and everybody is trying to distance themselves from Rob Ford, because if the man was not crazy back then, he about to be drove crazy now. Nobody wants to be on the boat that goes down with Mr. Ford. So that shit was just like, I was looking at it and I was like, well, damn. I mean, did he just say he didn't eat her pussy? Boy, you know, I live for that kind of shit on TV. I was just like, boy, you best to say it. He said he got more than enough at home. He still is going around saying that he's not going to resign and this, that, and the other. But yeah, they're going to force him out. Eventually, he's going to be done. He's saying that he's going to go to rehab, but then he says he's not an addict. And so I don't really know what you rehabbing for if you say that you don't even have a problem. But you know, we're going to keep our eye on Mr. Rob Ford, but yeah, I just get a kick out of him because every time he's on screen, and I just immediately, the vision is of Chris Farley, and I just laugh automatically, but really it's not a laughing matter. Yeah, they need to get control of Rob Ford. He is out of control. Jay-Z said that he is going to keep his deal with Barney's in place. Okay, forget what you niggas said. I told you guys when I did the video before that I didn't think that he was going to stop his deal. I don't really know if you know, you always get the impression that Jay-Z is an astute businessman, that he has really kind of cut a lot of people like at the knees and did some shit that, you know, was kind of dirty in business dealings and things like that. And I just didn't think that he was going to heap on the whole plight of the African American shopper at Barney's on his shoulder. Like I thought, he said that he's not going to pull out of the deal, but what he is going to do is make sure that Barney's becomes more sensitive to racial tensions and racial profiling in their stores, and that he's able to, you know, monitor and make sure that these rules and you know, ways of business is changed in the store and whatever. I don't really know how much, you know, how much he say he's gonna have. He's not on the board there. I mean, I'm sure he's on whatever board that is dealing with his line that's there, but as far as the board of the store, they're like, nigga, you in the grand scheme of things, you ain't that much of our business. So I don't really know what's gonna come about of that whole Barney's thing. You know, other stuff started to come out with the Barney's case. Y'all hear my voice shaking. I did have some Dunkin' Donuts today, so I'm trying to get it together. That shit is just like liquid crack. But other stuff came out with that Barney's racial profiling case. They were saying that Barney's never told the police to go follow the girl to the train station, that was something that the police did on their own. And they basically was saying that the police took it a lot further than the store wanted it to go. Okay, and so that now doesn't fall on Barney's. That has more to do with the police and the culture of them in New York not trusting just the average shopper. So the average black shopper, I should say. So that's all done. As a matter of fact, I saw on Instagram Beyonce was posting when, you know, his line opened at Barney's, and I guess now it's going to be 100% of the profits is going towards his Sean Carter Foundation, as well as Barney's has offered to put another, I think, 25% in, matching the sales to also go towards the foundation. So I guess this is Barney's way of trying to, you know, shut everybody up and make everybody happy. I guess Jay-Z is happy with it, and Barney's is happy with it, and damn it, you gonna be happy with it too. That's what the fuck is going on here. Okay, so y'all might as well forget about all that other stuff. Jay-Z, as far as he's concerned, his deal is still moving forward. Kanye West is in the news again, you guys. I don't really know what's wrong with Kanye West. I think Kanye has a hard-on for President Obama. Because, ooh, that was a little burp, excuse me. Every time you turn around, Kanye is saying some shit about, you know, President Obama, saying some shit about him and Kim Kardashian. And I guess his newest thing now is, you know, President Obama to keep his name out his mouth, okay? And that would be Kanye's name out of the president's mouth. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? I don't really know what's wrong with Kanye. Like, I'm trying, y'all. I be trying. Every time you think that you heard Kanye say some sensible shit Okay, and he, y'all excuse me, I can't get my words right. Bitch, his nerves is bad. I told you I was in that meeting. I can't get them out, but my voice is shaking and shit. Every time you think that you gonna feel pretty good about Kanye and some of the shit that he say, he just come out and say some shit. He's like that fucking, that goddamn cousin of yours that ain't never acting right. You find yourself having to bail the nigga out of jail all the goddamn time. It's just like, he go to church and get saved, and you think that maybe he gonna be all right for like a couple of months, and then the next thing you know, they be like, Chauncey done went crazy again, nigga in jail. It's really Kanye. He is crazy, you guys. He is truly, I can't say he's bipolar, but he is definitely polar opposites of himself, but within the same person. Okay, so yeah, he's a Gemini. Y'all keep telling me he's a Gemini, and I guess this is how Geminis work. Okay, so y'all go on and correct me. I know some of you Geminis gonna be like, I ain't nothing like Kanye. Kanye's newest video for the song called Bound To just came out, and first of all, before we even get to the video, we have to discuss that the song is horrible. Asshole booty funk wrong. Okay, just retarded and bad, and I'm just like, what is this with these new songs today? You can't, when I think of music, I think of the verse, and I think of the chorus, and I think of a bridge, and I think that music should be fluid, and that it should make you feel good, and it should be something that you can move to. Okay, something that, and then this is any kind of music, you guys. I'm talking about, it could be anything from hard rock to mellow rock to pop to R&B to jazz to country music to classical music. There's an unwritten rule to how music should be, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so now I understand that you want to make some changes, you want to be evolving, and Kanye say he's a genius, and maybe he's just so forward thinking that I haven't caught up with what he's trying to do. But that bullshit, what the fuck are you supposed to do to that goddamn song? Ain't got no, you can't dance to that shit. You can't do nothing to that. It's so choppy, and it's just, I don't get it. I know some of y'all extreme Kanye fans is gonna get down there and try to explain it to me. Yes, as a matter of fact, don't even explain it to me, because you will not change my mind. The song is fucking horrible. And so that's the first part. Now, I guess in the song, he's talking about how much he loves. It's about being in love, okay? That might be fine and good, but see, the words I haven't even listened to, because the song doesn't even make me want to try to see what he's talking about. The song is just bad to me. Now, with that being said, the video, first of all, is, it's him and it's Kim Kardashian, and Kim is definitely a beautiful girl. Kanye West is not a bad looking guy. So, these two are on there, and, Kim is just, the whole time, she's just... Roxanne, girl, you better model, girl. A whole bunch of smizing and making love to the camera and all of this, and she's on the motorcycle, and she's facing him, and it's a lot of bumping and going back and forth. So yeah, I get the imagery of, it kind of puts you in the mind that maybe they fucking and everything, but of course they're on a motorcycle, so you don't think, well, maybe they're not fucking, maybe they just on a motorcycle, but the movement is giving you, it's putting you in that mindset. I get all that, I get it, but I'm just not okay with it. I'm just not okay with it. Now, do Kanye West care if I'm okay with it? Obviously not, because he is a millionaire and he don't really care. Kim is a millionaire and she don't really care. But what I'm saying is, hope that you've invested your money well, because people ain't gonna continue to be paying their money for this shit. Now, I know he's been on tour, and I've seen it on the blogs that his tours, they say that the tour is not doing all that well, but then, when he gets to the big cities, I always see, like, I know when he's in LA, when he's in New York, I think when he was in somewhere in Texas, there's certain venues that are definitely going to be big for him, but I think the tour as a whole is not doing all that well. He spent a lot of money on the set and the lighting and all of this and that, and I guess Kanye is an artist, is what he's trying to say, is he's an artist, and he don't give a fuck. This is what he gonna do, whether or not y'all like it. I don't know how long you can sustain a career on that kind of thinking, but whatever. I'm just gonna say, look, I'm gonna let the boy go on and be in love and, do whatever he gotta do. But I hope the old Kanye come back soon, because I can't, this bound to shit, I can't do too much more of that. They're saying that Kelly Rowland has been secretly engaged to her manager, her longtime manager. What did I write down what the man name is? Yeah, Tim Witherspoon. I'm not sure if this is a white guy or not, but you guys know that Kelly is down with the swirl. So anyway, congratulations, Kelly Rowland, if the engagement is true. They say that your boy Lamar Odom is this close to signing with the Los Angeles Clippers. They say that Mr. Odom has cleaned himself up and has proven that he is worthy of another chance and at least a 1-year contract with the Clippers. So if that's true, congratulations to Mr. Lamar Odom. Speaking of basketball players, I read this morning that Kobe Bryant's cousin has released a book that's supposed to be based very, very closely based on the life of Kobe Bryant and the demons that has plagued his family throughout his career. So if you guys are interested in reading that book, it is on Amazon. I will put on the screen the name of the book because I don't have it right here. If you were one of the ones who saw the movie The Best Man Holiday last weekend, then you were part of the group that made that movie $30.6 million. Very, very good movie. Very, very predictable, but very good. Now they are saying that they are in talks to have another movie, which they kind of left it open. My thing is, I don't think that they need to have a part 3. What do you guys think? I guess a little bit on the reality shows. Once the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode aired last week, in which Portia hinted that Cordell Stewart might have been physically abusive towards her, Mr. Cordell Stewart took to his Instagram and posted, "No hood rat formed against me shall prosper." The next cast of R&B Divas ATL will not include Nikki Gilbert. I don't think any of us are that surprised. Nikki Gilbert was not the fan favorite. As a matter of fact, she was hated by most. Whether she was fired or if she left on her own, nobody really knows, but she's not going to be there. However, she is an executive producer on the show, continues to be so she will still be getting a check. So like Nikki Gilbert says, y'all continue to watch and I will continue to get paid. Speaking of R&B Divas, the tour for the R&B Divas that was supposed to include Faith Evans, Nikki Gilbert, Kelly Price, Dawn from En Vogue, and Kiki Shepard. I was gonna call her Kiki Palmer. Is it Kiki Palmer, y'all? Like I'm telling you, this coffee got my mind fucked up. Kiki Palmer is the girl that was in TLC, right? Okay, yeah, Kiki Shepard. Yeah. Anyway, the tour has been canceled. Faith did put out that the tour was canceled because of logistics. If you go on Funky Dineva's website, he actually explains that, they just kind of think that nobody was really buying tickets, and I'm more inclined to think that as well. Don't nobody give a fuck about Nikki Gilbert. What is she going to even sing? Just that little preview of her singing with not Blackstreet. Blackstreet is Teddy Riley, Brownstone, all these damn colors. Just that little preview of her and Brownstone, it was just like, baby, nah, you couldn't pay me to come see y'all sing. So I don't know what Nikki was gonna do. The same as Dawn Robinson, she doesn't even seem to be that confident in her own voice. It would have been nice to see Faith Evans. She's always good for a good watching, and if Kelly Price hadn't just fucked it up for all of us last season on R&B Divas Los Angeles, it would be great to see her, because Kelly Price is a voice that I've always loved, but her personality has turned me off from something. I ain't never got to see Kelly Price on nothing no more. Kiki Shepard, she's just kind of, I was surprised to see her on that tour. I like Kiki Shepard, but I was just sort of like, now, I mean, after them girls, the way they acted, then you was on the tour, like, this might not be a good look for you, but, whatever. But anyway, and she's got a great voice as well. It could have really just been Faith and Kiki, but now ain't nobody want to see none of them, really. I don't think so, anyway. So I think that tour would have done better if all of the girls would have been able to come together and really do it together, but you guys know the personalities was not going to work that. So anyway, the tour, if y'all was saving your coins to go see them, honey, you might as well put that $10 to something else. It ain't happening. I know that you guys all saw K. Michelle's coochie crack that was on prominent display at some last concert that she had. First of all, I saw the picture and I said, oh, that's photoshopped. I know that girl wouldn't be out with her coochie out like that. But then I saw a video, and I don't really think that you can Photoshop videos. And yeah, she had, now what it looked like was she had on some leggings that was really strangely fitting. It was ill fitting to begin with because it was real wrinkly and not really all that you know, snug on her. I mean, it was tight. Her ass is humongous, as you know. I mean, all that was tight, but the front, every time she would bend over, it was doing something strange in the middle. She didn't have any underwear on, obviously, because she probably didn't want to have any panty lines or anything like that. And what ended up happening was, you guys know how the camel toe ladies, we all know how that shit work when you got on leggings and you ain't got no fucking underwear on, and you get the sweating and shit, and it looked like it just suck up in there. Okay, was pulling in and pulling in. I think the sweat didn't help her any, you know, because then the sweat starts collect and you start getting all these weird kind of shadows and lines, and you know, it's really more prominent. And then it was nasty. Camel toe is never good, never, especially when you have on something thin like leggings. You need to take care of that. I don't know if you need to put a fucking pad on down there or something that's just gonna keep the, you know, put your fucking jockey cup or something down there, but something. Nobody really wants to look at the outprint of your pussy. After the damn thing came out, and you know, K Michelle tried to say that it was photoshopped and how stupid it was of us to think that that's what she really came out on stage looking like that, and that we should be worried about our money. Listen, Kay, now you know, girl, you know I love you. I do love K Michelle, and I think she's funny and everything, but sometimes we just got to call a fucking spade a spade. Now, goddamn it, if you on the stage and we can see the outprint of your coochie lips, then that's what the fuck it is, okay? You just say, oh, I was tripping. I thought that I had on, you know, so the adequate amount of shit down there, and it didn't, and I'm not gonna let that shit happen again. And I think we would have been fine with that. But yeah, you can't deny, I know a fucking coochie crack when I see it. Let's see. I think I'm going to order some sushi. It is Dollar Sushi Day. Hi, I wanted to place an order for pickup.
You come to pick up?
Yes.
Okay, come to pick up your phone number.
It is.
Okay, what do you like to order?
Okay. From the Dollar Sushi menu, can I have an order of the California roll?
How many?
Just one. One order of the spicy tuna roll, miso soup, and an edamame.
One miso soup, one edamame.
That's it.
You come to pick up 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. It's a light day, y'all. That meeting, I ate so much fucking chocolate chip Famous Amos cookies. I'm not really that hungry, but it's cold today. I feel like I need some soup or something in my system. Anyway, you guys, that's it. We do this every single week, usually. So I want you guys to remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and then I want you to remember to come on back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.